Hepatitis B is a liver infection caused by HBV virus. HBV virus is a double-stranded envelope virus with a genome of 32,000 base pairs. HBV is one of the smallest DNA viruses known. It is transmitted via bodily fluids such as blood and semen from an infected individual. This can happen through sexual contact, sharing needles, drug injection equipment, or from mother to baby at birth. For most adults who contract HBV, it is acute, meaning short-term. But for many infants and young children, chronic HBV, long-term, is most frequent. This type of HBV leads to cirrhosis or liver cancer, cirrhosis being an inflammation of the liver. To determine the type of HBV, a blood test is performed. In 2015, over 887,000 people died from HBV-related liver disease, and between 850 to 2.5 million people in the U.S. are thought to be living with chronic HBV. Most people who contract HBV show no symptoms, but those who do have flu-like symptoms. In most cases, many people do not realize they have HBV until they show end-stage liver disease. HBV can be dangerous because it can survive up to 7 days outside the body at room temperature on environmental surfaces. Because no cure exists for HBV, immunization is highly recommended. The HB vaccine is generally administered in 3 doses, but an accelerated 2-dose series for adolescents exists. Babies born to infected mothers must receive the first dose of HBV vaccine within the first 12 hours of life. Once you have begun each dose of the HB vaccine, you do not need to restart. The 2 most common HBV single antigen vaccines are Recombavax HB and Engerix-B. Both vaccines work the same but are given in different doses. Recombavax HB is administered into the body at 10 micrograms, while Engerix-B is administered into the body at 20 micrograms. Both are given in a 0, 1, and 6-month interval. Both drugs are produced from an HBs antigen gene grown in yeast cells. The antigen extracted from this fermentation process is used to create a defense barrier in the body's immune system to prevent one from contracting HBV. To prevent the spread of HBV, preventative measures such as safe sexual practices, disinfecting environments, and having a clean healthcare setting should be taken into precaution.